Good. What do you got for me?
The question was very
At
hard.
what age do you feel like your weight? At what age do you feel like your man options start to end or run out?
25.
Okay. Why do you think? How old are you, by the way?
25.
Okay.
And I just think it's because there's just so many women that want the same kind of men. Like, you know how you talk about women that want guys that are all the way up there in the 300,000s plus. I'm like,
Yep.
what? I mean, it sounds good, but it's not. We can't all go for the same kind of men. So, I guess.
No.
Yeah, it's hard. But
Well, what was the longest relationship you've ever had?
of course.
Some people don't. How many was you willing to have?
Oh, maximum of 3. That's me pushing it.
Okay. So, just based on what you're saying, at 25 years old, want to be married, having 3 kids. By what age do you feel like you need to be married in order to make this happen?
27.
Okay. So, did you just turn 25?
November.
So you're almost halfway through.
Yes.
So, just by the math of it, at what age do you think you need to start hitting the gas?
Now.
Okay. How's that going to be possible if you're not seeing anybody?
Well, there's COVID. 1.
What state do you live in?
Texas. What's that supposed to be? Okay, well, there's COVID. 1. I'm a
That's an
pediatric
excuse.
nurse.
That's an
I'm a
excuse.
okay.
That's an excuse.
You're right.
It's a red state. Texas has acted like it has not been a pandemic.
It really has. But I'm trying not to be exposed.
We just had a conversation based upon thought and reason. But now we're getting to the point to where you have to start applying that. Here comes the feelings. If you think you should be married by 27, at what age do you think you need to be found by your husband?
Now, honestly, yeah, if I'm being honest, I've just been indoors because I work for your kids, so I'm trying not to expose my little kids. That's it.
You mean somebody else's children?
Yeah, I'm a pediatric
Right.
nurse.
So you don't want to expose somebody else's children, but you ain't going to expose your ovaries to your children.
Right.
What I'm trying to understand is when women in general, black women in particular, are going to start taking relationships seriously.
I feel like I do.
Okay. The math doesn't support that.
I'm open to it. I just haven't found somebody that I feel like we would match marriage with yet.
So, where are your people from?
Nigeria.
Okay. Hold on still. You kind of all over the place. If you went back to your grandmother and great grandmother at age 25, do you think they were as serious about life or more serious than you?
I think they were
Back to
asking.
women in 1930 and 1910, 1800s. Do you think the women back then at 25 were more serious about life than you are?
Like when it comes to what, relationships or just in general?
Just from a maturity standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it really the men?
No, that's not. I didn't say it was.
Well, what I'm trying to have get women to understand is, if you know you want something, especially career women, you know you need to go to career, go to school, and do this, do that. You know you need a plan. At what point are you going to start approaching a man with a plan? Because he said 27. Okay, the way you're talking right now, moving right now, it'll never happen. Are not 3 kids? How long? Okay, let's just do this. Your boyfriend when you were 21 or whatever. Where'd you meet him at? When you had 2 years?
School.
At school.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if the university had to bring him to you. But see, that's what it means. Now you're outside of school. You're in the world, in the big wide ocean. And no man is going to just swim up to your door. And unfortunately, so many women that share your reflection, young black women, you just kind of just out here like, ha 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 ha, like it's no big deal. And you're wasting your prime years. And then you'll look up at 30 years old and be like, we're all good men. Well, why'd you break up with your first boyfriend of 2 years?
Distance. He moved to a different country.
He lived in a different country.
He moved to a different country for work.
Oh, he moved to a different country for work.
He should be 35 now.
Okay, so he was 10 years older than you. Mm-hmm. All right. Did he want to marry you?
We talked about it.
Did he want to marry you?
Yeah.
So you broke it off with him?
Yes.
Uh-huh. See, I don't make this up. I don't make this up. Y'all can get mad at me, but I'm talking to a young black woman who was dating an older man who was marriage-minded, wanted to marry you, and you broke it up. So he went on about his business and went to a different country, and you sitting here taking care of somebody else's kids. That makes sense. Because likely you probably thought, like many women I'm talking about, that I could find another.
I could do something better. I'll do better. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you didn't think you could find another one, you would have left that one.
Right. But
okay.
I'm just not a fan of long distance. And I wasn't.
It would have been long distance if you was living with your husband. You'd have been there. Uh-oh. Damn.
How old was that?
It would have been long distance if you were with your husband. You would have been there.
This one's the perfect gift for the friend who's been getting a little too comfortable during quarantine. Maybe your son, a father.
Well,
no.
You're right.
Exactly.
Right.
So this is why I can have empathy for a lot of women, but I don't have sympathy for you. Because you look the very men you want, and you wrecked your own homes. You were with a man who was 10 years older than you, who you said wanted to marry you, but you broke it off with him. And you're going to try to use distance as an excuse when Marisol Miley, Anu, would have married her man and went on to another country and started a family. So, if you don't find another man in a time frame, it's not as though life did not give you an opportunity.
Right.
And you're not moving with any sense of urgency right now. So honestly, life shouldn't give you another opportunity because you just throw them away.
Why not?
What was wrong with it?
I was planning on starting soon. Definitely this year.
You were planning on starting soon. And I need you to understand the level of arrogance that statement has, as if you just, like, this is something as simple as going to the grocery store and picking one off the shelf.
Well, you're acting like it's our choice as women to pick the men. I mean,
Well, you were picked by a man who wanted to marry you, who was 10 years older than you. You wrecked your own home. So you already had one shot. And what it is you're making a conversation that other women need to hear, because really you're moving as though you feel like you just have opportunity after opportunity, but you just decide to do it. But the math doesn't support that, because you said I should be married by 27 if I want to have 3 kids. Well, yeah, you could have been on that path if you would have married the man.
right. Agreed.
Okay. So what would you tell women in your position?
And don't let distance ruin a good relationship.
I would admit that it wasn't distance. You know about it?
Yeah, my mom.
Okay. So he was a suitable man.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why you threw it back to the wolves. We don't have to get into it, but I'm just saying, man, that more likely than not, you ladies just feel like you can always get another one later. So, thank you for being honest, but
I swear, yo, these women be sounding goofy as fuck. Yo, you just sound goofy.
what
Like,
happens if you don't get
it just seems like they have this whole thing already, this whole conversation planned out in their head. But when they try to converse with an intelligent, like a man, like a real man, who's smart and who isn't so passive aggressive that he's just gonna like spare your feelings. He's gonna give a fuck how you feel or what you think about him. And he ain't no goddamn dummy. And he's an older gentleman, so he done heard all the lies and all the bullshit, and he can read between the lines. And when these young women come in here and try to talk to an older man who got some knowledge and common sense, they just make themselves sound stupid. You just sound so fucking dumb because you literally don't know. You don't know what you want. You don't know a good thing when you got it. You don't know how to keep a good thing when you got it. And you just get up here and you say dumb shit and you can't even make a coherent point.
Okay, or is that just not possible? You want
It's
definitely.
definitely, it's possible, but it's possible.
Okay, then what?
I just have to be more open. Yeah, I just have to be
No. If you don't get another possibility, another shot for the man, being open doesn't matter.
right.
Then what does life look like?
Your life is lonely.
Huh? What'd you say?
Life is really lonely.
Okay, but what does that look like? How old do the women live to be in your family?
Well, my grandma just passed, but she passed at 112. So.
All right, so if you just say 85, that's 60 more years by yourself. 65 is when retirement age happens, so that's 15 years. Are you going to make the kind of money you need to make to support yourself after retirement through the end of life? Most people in this country don't.
I love my Squarespace site's simple and beautiful design. It feels fresh.
See, this is why I reject when women say, I don't want women to be afraid or make decisions out of fear. Yes, I want you to be afraid. Fear can be healthy when it starts to focus your mind on what's important. Because there's so many women running around telling you young ladies, go do your career and have a hot girl summer, And while they're out freezing their eggs, they're telling you, don't worry about it. Knowing that 1 out of 4 will marry, that means 3 out of 4 are on the path to dying alone. We are starting to see the beginning of the womanist feminist movement of so many women being by themselves. So my thing to you, young lady, is if you know what you want, it is time for you to mature, get serious about it, and stop making excuses with Corona and everything else, because there is a time for all women to where your options end. They're running out. They start to run out before they end. I hope this was helpful.
It was.
All right.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day. Bye-bye.
Hey.
The Breakfast Club, bitch. You're dirty. Give me your phone charger. You got a phone charger? Nah, no. Taylor, bring me a phone charger if you got one, please. Dog here today for Friday,
No
April 2nd.
Breakfast Club. They fucking flag their shit all
Jason
the time.
Edward Rickles, not.
What? I just took it for a walk. What do you want?
Hold on, guys. Don't be trying to get in these women's inbox unless you're serious about dealing with this. I'm just trying to hit the scam. Come on now. What's going on? Hello?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. What do you got for me? How old are you?
I'm 31.
31.
Yes.
All right. Why are modern women so bad at relationships?
I mean, I know, for me, I know why I am. I know it takes 2 people to make a relationship. I'm not one to blame the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But my problem is that I tend to attract narcissists. And I'm the complete opposite of a narcissist. Like, I'm a very caring, very empathetic person. Yet I keep attracting unavailable men, like, constantly.
When's the last relationship?
Real one, 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yes.
How long did it last?
It lasted 3 years.
Was he a
Yeah,
narcissist?
but I would rather pick
No.
myself. I'll just.
Why'd you leave him?
I actually, well,
Yeah, if you get there, just show me the menu.
let's just say it didn't work out because I messed up. I was the one who messed up.
What does that mean?
I cheated.
Girl, how you gonna call somebody a narcissist and then say you messed up because you cheated? Go.
So you're coming on and you're playing the violin to get everybody's feelings involved. Poor, empathetic girl who attracts the bad guy who's a narcissist.
And then you got a good guy.
Then asking you questions. You had a relationship with a guy for 3 years that you cheated on.
Yep, I did. I did, and I regret it.
And you left him.
Yeah.
Okay. What you leaving for?
At the time, my excuse was that I was bored.
Oh, okay.
And I know I'm literally saying, like, I'm speaking
Bored
the
is
truth.
the reason a lot of women leave. But see, so honestly, what men hear is there's no reason to be a good guy because, you know, when I was a good guy, women left me. But when I became a player, that's when I had those problems.
It's ass backwards, I know.
But the thing is, my issue with what you did is you came in with the victim card.
She That has been.
Oh, I was coming in currently now. What my issue is now? Because that was 4 years ago. My issues now are different.
You know what karma is?
Yes, and I do believe in it, and I understand that.
That's not your issue. It's just your karma.
Yeah.
But you don't come in with that.
So when does karma end?
No, that's the universe. That's why I don't fuck with karma. That's why I leave it alone. That's why I stay on the good side.
True.
Because you don't get to turn it off just because you're tired of it.
That's true. But I believe in.
Well, I don't care what you believe in. The
It's
universe
not like
has
you
its
learned
own
a lesson. Like
skills.
you ain't even say.
That's true.
You ain't even
So-
start without
The
cheating.
guy you cheated on, where's he at?
And then the bitch, look at her.
Me
Bitch,
and
you
her
is
actually
not
friends.
even
We
pretty,
we
yo.
talk, we speak, but it's nothing.
Like honestly, you,
We're cordial. I guess.
I wouldn't go out
I don't know.
and date like.
I mean, she doesn't have any makeup
Or
on.
you-
I would
I
say
don't
she's
care,
very
you know.
pretty.
After you cheated on me, when did you?
Like
how did
I'm
you
not taking you on a
apologize?
date.
I'm not trying to be mean though.
It wasn't until
Over the phone still.
I'm not going out with you.
it wasn't until probably like last year when I got repeatedly used and hurt
Okay,
by.
so you broke up with this, you left this guy, what, 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
And then you got your
It's
feelings
4 going on 5.
Yeah, her attitude and the way she looks, like no. Sorry.
And cheated.
She probably cheat on everybody. Be the most
And you
insecure
didn't
cheaters.
apologize.
Like,
Yeah,
you
sorry.
cheat, and then finally somebody gonna cheat back, and you gonna be sad.
And you wonder why your karma's not clean yet?
Well, a lot of people don't realize what happens to them until they get hurt or until.
The question I asked is, you wonder why your karma
You
not
want me to just wait on you?
clean
I'm not in a
yet?
rush.
Alright, sure.
You apologized 1 year ago for something that happened 5 years ago to somebody you were involved with for 3 years. You may have another 7 or 8 years of this.
Because of
Nah,
karma?
he's psychic though. Come on, bro.
Yo, not 8 years.
Yeah,
Damn.
who the fuck are you to tell somebody how long they gonna have bad luck,
She never had bad luck for 8 years.
bad karma or whatever? I said I don't agree with everything this dude be saying. Like, dude, that's dumb as shit for you to even say that. How long
Even
you?
if you don't believe in karma,
You got-
the idea that like what you put out eventually will come back to
You got
Like,
another 8 years of this. You don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
she
like
got,
even
bro.
when you believe in like what goes around comes around, I don't think it's gonna be for 8
Got
years.
the nerve to say that they're
It's
friends.
stupid for him to say that shit.
Hey, man.
He said it so confident too. You got another 8 years of this.
Mm-hmm.
I heard him telling the other lady you don't even own a cookbook and you want to be a
Yep, I sure
stay-at-home
did.
mom.
Unfortunately,
But he triggered me a little bit because I'm like, damn, I think I only got one cookbook.
You don't get.
He didn't say that. He said you don't know how to make a recipe. You don't have a cookbook. She said I can follow recipes. He's like, that's different. He's like, that's different. Anybody can read the instructions off the back of a box. Then why don't your man go get the lady who made the cookbook?
Right.
That's the whole thing. He's like, your mom and your grandma made recipes. Ladies fight over who stole who recipe and shit like that. Like, y'all women don't know how to make a recipe. You don't have a cookbook. You follow instructions from a woman who know how to
And
make
that's the thing,
recipes.
even 9 times out of 10, like there are a lot of like black cookbooks, but most of the cookbooks I've seen have been like older white ladies and older white women. And like my grandma and mom can cook, but generally when it's a Betty Crocker book, I gotta add some extra seasonings and some extra shit in there anyway. So that should only be your base. It shouldn't be your whole recipe.
Yeah, my grandma had recipes, yo, like her
But like what I
own
do with you,
recipes.
you know I ain't really cook when you first met me.
Yeah,
And what I do, I
mid-twenties.
found recipes on YouTube and online until I knew how to cook everything, or asked my mother, and then now I know how to cook shit. I don't gotta look that shit up.
And like Mickey, when she gave me a cookie recipe, like she gave me her cookie recipe.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing with baking. My grandma, I grew up doing that shit with her crafts and baking, so I know how to
Just
do that.
because we don't call it anything.
Older women made shit, yeah.
And my family on both sides, the kids wasn't to be in the kitchen. Like the adults was in the kitchen and the kids needed to go play. So that's why I started cooking so
Go the
much later.
distance doesn't mean that the universe or men.
So are you saying I'm going to be single for?
Now, how can I say that definitively? But what I can say, chances.
I don't think anyone does. It all depends on the universe, like you said,
No,
right?
but no.
Ah.
No. Here's what it depends on. I want to say this. The world has told you, ladies, that you can move through life like men, and you can't. we're different. And at 31, you met that guy and y'all were together for 3 years, so y'all started dating when you were 24?
Yeah, mid-20s.
Yeah, that should have been your husband.
Mm-hmm.
70 years ago, you'd have married that guy, you'd have been on and off with another life.
If you want to get
That
married.
was your man.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had him for 50 years. Got news for you, ladies. Just because we don't call it anything different, when you meet them early and you're with them, just because you ladies don't have what it takes to go the distance, doesn't mean that the universe or men are just going to say, you keep getting men. No, that was your guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works. That's how it used to work anyway.
Yeah.
And your life is telling you this. Because since that person, you've had failure after failure after failure after failure, and it's not getting any better.
Mm-hmm.
Our forebears knew better than we did. They got married early and didn't try to get out of here and think they could have a bunch of relationships and casual sex and do shit. They went on about life. And women realized that, you know what, you can't get out of here and just throw your kitty out around town thinking that you're going to be fit for another man.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the comment section.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but so right now,
everything that comes before but doesn't matter.
okay, so what do you suggest I do? Right now, I'm not dating anyone. I'm single. I'm not even talking really to anyone. I'm
What's your
just.
therapy? How long have you been in therapy?
Honestly, I'm not in therapy anymore. I was. I took a break from it. I took a break. It's not like I'm not gonna go back. I took a break.
Why?
Why did I take a break?
Yeah.
I feel bad.
It was giving me a lot of anxiety, honestly.
Really? So it'd be like an obese mother sucker taking a break from personal training because they got anxiety.
I mean, I believe in breaks. It's okay to take a break.
You know what? The things you believe in don't seem to work too well, do they?
I think my break is working out well for me, actually.
Okay.
I'll go back. I'm just taking a break.
Okay. All right.
That intermission.
Therapy is expensive as shit.
Again, life on your terms.
Yeah, but that's not her reason. The other lady said she stopped taking therapy sessions because she lost her insurance and she couldn't pay for it, and that was her
That's
excuse.
a valid excuse.
She's not saying that's her excuse. She just said,
You
"Oh, it made
decided
me
when you're
anxious."
in therapy, you decided
She
when
got
you're
pride.
out.
She won't want to tell nobody she
What
broke.
gave you anxiety? The fact that you got to do some shit?
Yeah, I'm getting anxious.
I'll give you a different example. Let's take it away from you because it's getting too personal. I don't think you can hang with this. I don't think you can hang with this level of truth. Let me give you something you can't hang with. Heroin
Bitch, you a
addict,
liar.
alcoholic. Put you in detox and rehab. 7 steps, got you clean, but now you need to work the 12 steps. Are you still in therapy? No, I quit. After step 2, why? Come on, let's take a break. So you're back to drinking and drugging? Yeah. Why? The program just giving me anxiety, so you're back to the drug. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the program, but I'm just going to shoot a little heroin. I'm just going to drink a little bit. Okay.
That isn't an equation.
No. Let's do this in another way. You're in college. All right. Well, there's a degree plan, and it has all these hours, so you got to go through. But you took a semester off? Yeah. I'm going to go back. Why? I need a break. All right. But how many semesters you going to take out? I've been off 6. But I'm going to go back. Yeah.
I have gone back. You don't know my pattern of
I don't
therapy.
care about your pattern. I don't care about your pattern. All
And
I
I'm
care
not
okay,
therapy.
this is where put your dick up.
There you go. Put your dick away, bitch. You don't have it.
Put your dick up. Too many of you women come in and get your masculine energy. See, you asked my question, and I'm telling you.
I'm listening.
What you're doing is not working. And all it takes to really get you off a little bit is to trigger you. And here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and watch this. Man, what you're doing isn't working. You came in like the victim. The problem in my life is I keep attracting narcissists. I'm an empathetic, caring person Virgin Mary on the cross. But I'm sorry, boo, that ain't what's showing right now.
So how should I approach it first?
Talk to it with, discuss it with your therapist. Because you're not equipped to be in charge of your.
So working on myself and my son and kind of just not talking to anyone.
What?
Myself and my son.
Oh, your son too?
Yes.
Where's your child's father?
He passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Was it before the guy you cheated on or after?
After.
So you cheating on a dude, get pregnant by some other dude, this nigga died.
What? Did she just
So
die?
I'm not
Oh, she the
doing
narcissist.
like you said.
How old is your son?
Like,
She toxic.
he's 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
you had a good man.
I know. That's why I said I don't.
This is that good man.
Yeah.
You made a child out of wedlock.
Yeah.
And a bunch of damaged, chaotic relationships.
Yeah.
You've been in therapy, but decided to take yourself out because it gave you anxiety.
Just repeat
Yes. Anxiety's a real thing.
Yeah,
I
but I don't
know,
give
I
a shit
know,
about your
I know.
anxiety. I care about your son.
Yeah.
It ain't about you. It's about making you a better role model for him.
Yeah.
Now you're a single mother about to raise another single black boy who's gonna have these fucking same weird ass issues.
Yeah.
And hopefully she ain't one of them enabling mothers who let her son not do
Sound-
shit.
So go back to therapy.
He always gonna be my man. That's my king. My son's the only man that ever loved me. He ain't even no man yet. He a boy.
I mean, I don't really, when I'm saying, the woman I'm talking to right now, you're not really cut out for a good relationship.
No. Because
Because of something that happened in my past 3 years
That's
ago.
part of it. But I think I'm pretty decent at reading people. And what I put together so far, man, the way you told your story is troubling.
Well, that's why I don't think I'm ready for a relationship either, which is why I said I'm choosing.
Why you don't think you're ready? But why you don't think you're ready is different. You don't think you're. But you came in saying your problem with relationship is not you. It's these narcissists.
No, that was just the first thing I said. I said I know it takes 2 people in a relationship, and I don't blame the guy. I know that it's me too. That's what I said. So I know it's things that I have to work on myself as well. And I understand why I keep attracting these type of men, and why I was.
I don't know why you still friends with the guys you did that way. Typically, those are.
He knows I have a good heart. That's why. He knows I'm not a bad person. That's why.
If we were to flip this and make it a man still being friends with a woman he dogged out, they would say he's using her. Yes.
Who would say that? Society?
The world would say yes, because he would be.
That's why I don't go by society standards.
All right, I'm done. Come here. Can't make this shit up, man.
Here's a simple,
this is a video
passive income business
everything he said.
that allows you to be free. You probably don't know about it, but let me tell you what you do know about. Billboards.
Yeah.
Take a guess how.
Take a guess how.
You could have been harder on her too.
It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
Like what did Jay-Z say? We're gonna quote.
How are you?
I'm
That's
good.
a girl.
How are you?
I'm well. What you got for me?
I'm 38.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have for me?
I wanted you to assess what you thought my value was because I do date. I just got back on the market, and I prefer high value men.
Well, I'm not really doing ratings, but I can give you an idea. I can give you an idea, but I'm saying I'm really not doing ratings, but I can give you a general idea.
Okay, let's go.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
4.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
130. It was like 136.
Okay. Any children?
Yes.
How many?
1.
Age and gender?
9. Female. Got a girl.
Okay.
Baby girl.
Okay. You were married to their father? Her father?
I wasn't.
Okay.
Baby daddy.
Hard truth.
This dude.
I even said it earlier on Instagram, so if you go back and you'll see it. The kid knocks 2 points off of every woman.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
So let's say if you're a 10 and you have a kid, you drop to an 8. If you're 9, you drop to a 7. Because it's that big of a deal. Are you looking to get married?
I am.
Okay. Are you 38?
Yeah.
Are you
I turned
looking to have
39
any more
in February.
children? Okay, you're looking to have any more children?
It depends.
Yeah,
It depends on
39, shorty. Don't
I do
say
date older
that.
men, so if he ends up being a certain age, then I'm gonna opt out of that. But I would like to have another child. I would like for my child.
At 39?
Okay.
Just maybe one.
Yeah, as a woman, I'm
Okay,
not trying to have
so,
a kid at 39.
Yeah, for a woman,
But you
like,
as a man at
You're
39
like a
is nothing.
CPA or
no,
something?
it's not for a
No,
guy.
I'm-
We don't got to carry the damn kid.
I'm in that
All they gotta do is shoot the nut. Like your body gotta, the
Okay,
woman
so
body go through shit, yo.
automatically,
Like at
what
39,
starts
you want to
complicate
carry a
things is
child,
when you really start
okay?
talking about high value,
After 35, they say it gets harder and harder and harder and harder to have a kid. That's why that one
you
lady,
don't tend
when
to
she
become
was in
high
her
value
60s,
until
just had a
30,
kid. Like,
you're 35,
how,
40 years
bitch?
old.
How? I know you was on all kind of fertility
Getting no
drugs and
babies.
prenatal shit.
Right.
And you already got your baby. You
But I got-
I got fired up by
again,
for
you
saying
got
that.
one.
They were like, the biological clock is not true. I'm like, then how
take you out
come
of it.
women over
Yeah.
40
You
tend to
know
have
if
babies that have Down
The
syndrome
man
and
is
autism
looking
and
and has
everything
had
else
to
more
wait and
than
delay
anybody else?
gratification.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to want to
That's
have
not
more
fucking
than
have
one
a kid
kid.
whenever you and I said,
He's going to want to
well,
have
I have cysts in my
3.
ovaries, so I will not be trying when I'm 40. The fuck?
I'm the only child. I tell men don't get one. 2 is so 3 is
Okay.
not in the repertoire. So
It's
you're
not.
looking for an extremely specialized, high value guy. You're looking for a guy who wants one kid. And it's all right with being a stepfather.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What state are you in?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Oh,
I love
geez,
her
yeah,
accent.
and Houston is loaded with finesse.
What she look like?
She's,
I know, man.
She real cute. She got a nice smile
yeah,
and a nice
she's
accent.
and she's almost 40. Her skin is holding up pretty good for 40,
She look like she
well,
but she got
it's
weaving.
not even about it's
Yeah, but she got
about
her
a
own.
well-rounded man.
Yeah, but that weave just
First of all,
always
I've
just shit
been in
just throw me
corporate finance
off
for a
so
long
bad. Like,
Then where
let me
I'm
see
going.
what your hair. Let me
I
see
can't wait till I walk in with a
your
wig on
hair.
one day.
It comes down to this. You got married.
What you gonna do when I walk in with a wig on?
He
It's
has to
coming
be
down
able
to
to match my fly at
My
least.
sister FaceTimed me yesterday, showed me 5
Where's
wigs,
the income now?
3 blind, 3 all way
Give me a
blind
range, don't
wigs,
give
and
me
2 black
specifics.
wigs.
We in
Like,
the 6 figures.
you had a
we
wig
do
sale or
well.
something?
We do well, and I
I'ma
was
dye
just
this
selling
one. I'ma dye this
Yeah,
one.
because you can dye the blonde.
Do you care if he's black or not?
Like, yo,
I don't care if
look
he's
at all
black
these
or not. I
damn
prefer
wigs.
to be a good black man, but
I ain't got nobody else to show my wigs
Is
to.
your child's father black?
Yes, he is.
All right, so it will matter, because it will matter because
Yeah.
you tend to be. So 8% of black men earn more than 6 figures, and you want them to match your fly. And because here's what it comes down to: if I gave
I'd
you,
rather take a nigga who don't got no money and bill would have been a rich dude who don't got no time.
call him James. Actually, call him Kenneth. Kenneth.
If he
And
making
you
no
can-
No, my
money
daddy
bills, it
name
don't matter.
Kenneth.
All right, well,
No,
call him Thomas. I don't know. You
Okay,
and Tom.
yeah.
Thomas.
All right.
You and Thomas is doing
He
fine,
also
and
hello
Thomas
from
is
France.
making
All the way from France. What up, yo?
60. He's a master plumber, and he gets $60 an hour, but he's really making $65,000, $70,000 a year. He's in the
That's
top
good money,
15% of black men.
depending on where you live.
But you and Thomas decide to get serious, and you want to get a home. and you're gonna get a home based upon
She said she in Texas.
his
I don't
income?
know.
No, you're gonna want a home based upon your income and your lifestyle and his income. But then it comes down to this. Let's just say the mortgage is $2,500.
Okay.
You were paying
Why is mortgages
$1,700
so
of that, he
goddamn
be paying $8,000.
Because you figure at
Every
high
bill
value,
being
you're gonna
down,
have
you be paying
Oh, he's saying, okay.
upper middle class. Yeah, if you want to be high value, you're gonna live in upper middle class, so you're gonna have a 200, yeah, $250,000, $300,000 home. And if that's the kind of lifestyle you want to live, this is what it's gonna take. That's what she said. She said, I'm 38, I'm gonna be 39, I just started dating, and I want to date a high value man and get married. Okay, then let's do the numbers. If this is the lifestyle you want to live, you want to live in a nice ass.
Younger man too.
Splitting your money
Not
like
saying
that
older
with a
man
man.
can
Not
have
so much
kids,
difficult
but
for me
like,
to think about it.
At the
Because
same
I
time,
think
like
about
the financial
opportunity for us to
aspect,
become
women don't
friends
really
and
think about that, and they want the man to
That's why I think
pull
about
all the
personal.
finances.
Okay, so
I
there
don't
are
mind if
several
I
things
make
I'm
more than my
thinking
man.
about,
That's just me.
and then I
And at
know
the same time, your nigga pull all the
So,
finances,
I
then
could
what
take
the
a
fuck
plumber
do you
and
offer?
have
What the
him
fuck
have
do
an
you
entire
offer? And you not no dime
because that's
piece.
the way that
You
my
just
mind
can't come
works,
home
so I can
and
make
look
that
at his
work
trophy
for us.
wife.
Yeah,
Put
but
your
she
penis
worked,
up.
so she gonna pay bills. She ain't say she wouldn't.
She trying not to.
Huh?
She trying not to. Like the other girl.
Oh, see, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would prefer that it be like a 60-40 thing instead of like
Somebody
50-50.
You see what you just
it
did?
is, but,
I just
You see what you just
You
did?
see
I
how-
gave
how
you
you
I gave you a
make
man
money.
who's out doing
you
just
buy
fine
some
on his
groceries
own.
and cook the
You
shit.
got to go make him earn one and be like you. That ain't gonna work, boo.
it's not. So
But you're gonna emasculate the hell out of him.
Ooh.
Because it's like, well, now I've been, Thomas, you've been a plumber for 20 years and you just happy, yeah. But now she got me trying to have a truck and this and that going over here and that. Why? Well, because she's used to Birkin bags. You know, she thinks we can become accredited investors. And what's that gonna be like sitting up in the bed on Sunday when Thomas wants to sleep in? Hey, you know, you should get up and start that website. We can do this, we can do that.
Now you see why I say somebody got to be on the same frequency as me. Somebody that enjoys preparing and
But you're on
creating
a
a day.
masculine frequency.
Oh, okay,
You're not on the right, you're on a masculine frequency.
okay.
So if you want somebody on that, okay.
That's
you
what
all right
most
being
really
1 to 5?
pretty women don't understand. You move like a fucking
Ooh, I
dude.
already
Dudes
had
don't like
this
that shit.
scenario, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, but then when
Well,
you too
then
much,
are you all right
all
with
over
letting Thomas just be?
man.
You're not gonna accept Thomas.
Why does Thomas have to be my scenario though? When I'm surrounded by men that are like engineers and
So they don't-
you know,
They
how-
not checking for you. They not
I'm 40
checking
years
for
old.
you. They not checking for you. That's
They
why.
want somebody to give them because an engineer like
Engineers and
myself, I have to
doctors
work
are
to
not
make
checking
up.
for
I
you,
want
shorty.
3 of my own kids, and I don't be paying for yours.
But I've
Every
been
dollar I
paying
put
for
in-
mine.
Yeah, every dollar I put in your kid's mouth is a dollar I'm not putting in my kid's mouth.
But is there an
Listen. Let's take it away from you because it gets too personal.
Okay.
How is your child? How is a single mother's child an asset to another man?
It's not
Come on, accountant.
in any way.
Only in the legacy that she lives.
That's
and
not.
leaves.
You're not
But
even
she's
my
not an
own
asset to me because there's
DNA.
no DNA tied to me.
Exactly.
She's 9
It's
years
not
old.
my
She's-
DNA.
I am putting
Your
into-
child is
I am-
nothing
that
to me
man
but a
will
burden.
be putting into your baby daddy's legacy. I
Mm-hmm.
just be paying it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad
I tell
investment.
my sister, you
You
got
do a
3.
package deal. You like.
It's your
I would
The
investment.
think-
kids
but
add
I've
no
been a
value to the
stepfather.
man. That's what
I
he's
can't go
saying.
get the
Your
money
child
back
adds
like
no
that.
value
Either
to the
way.
man.
Either.
But
It's
in
gone.
well,
Like you say, once you have a baby
Even
daddy
though
and you
it
got
was
multiple
there,
baby daddies,
I have to accept the fact that
your
if
shit
you
starts
go
to
on
fucking
the
drop.
It's a package deal.
Right.
Like if I had a kid,
Because
you gonna have to. I'm not saying you gotta
as
do
stepfathers,
for
you
my
have no
kid, but
legal
if we
claim.
go out to eat, like
And how many
every
stepchildren?
now and again,
See?
you gonna have to buy my kid some
How many
food. And like,
times
that's
do you
just right.
see somebody
If we
step
out
up
with
and
your
get
son,
And that's
and
the
I
one.
invited you
They
out,
want
and
to
you
say,
had
I
your
think my
son, and I'm gonna pay
stepdaddy.
for your
They
son
always think
too.
they
Like that was
stepmom.
package deal.
When your mother and man, you know this how this
That's what I'm
goes.
saying.
So,
The one lady
your
talking about, oh,
ambition,
the traditional wife be slaving and
you
this and
make
that.
too much.
And her mom already had 3 kids for her dad married her and then had 2 more kids with the lady. and he took care of all the kids, and then she talking about, oh, the traditional housewife is a slave and this and that. Like, that nigga took care of kids who even wasn't his kids, yo.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I will say a lot of times, like, I work with a couple ladies who are married or in relationships, and they work 9-10 hours a day, go home, take care of kids, cook, do everything else, and all their husbands do is just go to work and come home and watch TV. So, like, I can understand for those women why they feel some type of way because, bitch, I work, I pay bills, and I do this shit in the house. But, like, if you just want to be a housewife, you really do got to just shut the hell up.
Women, there is no way women can take care of the whole house by themselves. Women don't.
Travis, I'm not saying everybody did, but just like there's bad women out there, there's bad men too.
Yeah, I understand that, but
and there are some bad
most women don't do roof work or plumbing work that needs to be done around the house or grass or yard work, and the men always do shit like that.
We're talking about daily things. Your roof you don't need to fix every month nor every 6 months. Yep. That's once every blue moon. And furthermore, if you want to be frank, like my coworker, they hire people to do their stuff for them. So the husband don't do the roof work. He don't do that type of shit. So like I said, it's like I'm not saying us. It's not our dynamic, but I'm saying from people that I work with. This lady has been married for like 25, 30 years, and her man is basically like more like the stay-at-home type, and like he works but he don't do shit. So, like, I'm just saying it goes both ways. Like, I do think a lot of times, you know, women tend to be with the kids more. I'm not saying you. I know you cook and clean, but a lot of men don't.
Mm-hmm. And you waited too long to have a lot of opportunities in this area.
That's true. I agree with you on that.
So why did you wait this long?
I was really focused on entrepreneurship.
Acting like a man.
I really enjoyed my career, and I honestly did not take.
If you want to
I was really dating for fun because
if you want a family
really more so
and you want to be a wife, and that's the most important thing, then you would focus on that. But obviously, you want to be a career woman, and now you're 40 with a kid, and you're wondering like, oh, if I'm ever going to be a wife now. Well, you should have been trying to be a wife in your 20s and 30s instead of trying to be in the business with all the dudes.
And I explained to black women how they bought into this dream more than anybody else.
I agree with you on that.
It's hard for women to be both.
Unfortunately, I can't undo that because you can't get those years back.
Nope, you can't go back.
You will focus on your career, okay?
But
my Aunt Jean is a good example. She was able to do it. She had a family and a career. But really, Larry,
I'm not gonna, than her, and I think
and Larry retired early, and Larry stayed at home and raised the kids a lot too.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so it's hard.
You would retire before I would, so more than likely you would end up being home with them.
Yeah, and that's for any woman. It's hard to like have a career and a family. Like you gotta really choose like which one is gonna be the best option for you. And so don't go your whole life. Don't go. She go her whole life focusing on her career. And now it's like, oh, now I want a real family. And it's gonna be extra hard. Not saying he doesn't ever say it's impossible. He just says lower your expectations because you're making the shit too hard for yourself.
This is true.
And they are submissive, and they're not trying to get their husbands to become.
And then most women aren't fit, feminine, friendly, and agreeable, and that makes it even harder.
Work with,
I think she's most of
and this is my own fallacy, and I apologize to anybody that may feel slighted by this statement, but I'm just being transparent. Like maybe I associate blue collar work with not being
educated,
well traveled, intellectual, not being. I'm sorry.
So I worked in a factory for 5 fucking years, and
Philippines, Japan.
I'm pretty.
There's several places I haven't been, but I've been a few places.
And I've traveled over the U.S.
Of course, a lot of places domestically.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a bucket list though. I
get what
know
she's saying.
places I would like to go.
But I get it.
But that's just really
also with my daughter.
I would date somebody working a factory.
But that's the thing too. Like, in our country, we ask people what you do for a living so we can see how much respect we got to give
well for himself.
If you be like, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm the trash guy who picks up the trash.
Oh, I'm a janitor.
I don't want to go
exactly. Then you already look at somebody in a certain kind of way where, oh, I'm the CEO of an engineering firm, and it's like, oh, really?
Well, like Even
You
me,
put
right?
yourself
I tell my friends how much I make. They be like, ooh, and then they be like,
Like I said
and then I
last
tell
night,
them what I do, and they be like,
your income and your education
So,
do not
like,
matter.
it is
Right.
what it is.
To the kind of man, they don't matter. Like, and that's what you're judging me
Now, when I hear
on,
blue collar jobs, you just
you
think
know,
I just
and the
think
guys who are
you're
actually
unintelligent
effectively
and not traveled,
around what
because
you
you
work
work
for,
at a
you
plant.
think they're beneath you.
I don't think they beneath me. I just,
Well,
I
Where
just
is that
try to.
fucking? Why can't I
Your
find
money-
this one color I'm
your
looking
money
for?
and your education
I
doesn't make
mean,
you
at this
right.
point, you might as
Because
well
it's
just
not-
go be a sugar baby.
What you
You're
didn't
gonna
say
get too old
is
for that.
Like I said, you're running out of time.
The top 15% of earners is black.
Yeah, a lot of
You
these
didn't
women
say,
are calling
oh,
it just like they just really want to.
And then everybody get on him. Yo, everybody hating him.
Okay, so I don't like him all the time, but today everything
The
I'm hearing,
liability
he's
of
going
another man's responsibility.
And I
We didn't get to that
But you
part
gotta
yet.
remember, like the first time I heard him, he was just digging in somebody's ass, and I just saw him like tearing a black woman down. I didn't like that. Once I learned the context, I changed my opinion of it.
Realizing
I see what you're saying.
other than realizing he is giving you one of the biggest gifts of all. He is accepting your lack of giving him children and taking on somebody else. You should be washing his feet with your hair.
Okay.
And you can't, if you don't got a kid,
Meet
you gotta give
Chris
him a kid
and
that's
Mark.
not fair either.
They've both heard of Bitcoin and
That's a
Ethereum.
deal breaker for a
While
lot of
Chris is
people.
using eToro to trade top cryptocurrencies,
The top cryptocurrencies.
I've already been
Okay,
there.
so out of the
I don't
eligible
want
men
another
that are
And
dating
man,
me right now and
yeah.
dating me right now, you saying that I should just be thrilled that these men are into me the way that they are?
I'm not saying I don't know the eligible men that you're dating. I'm saying that if a man who's talking about, like Thomas, a man who's in the top 15% of earners of black men,
Okay.
and is willing to step in and marry you, that puts you in the one out of 4 black women that will ever marry in their lifetime. You should treat him like a king for the fact that he's willing to do that, in addition to the fact that you have a child by another man that he has to pay for.
I agree with you.
And ask him, how many children would you like to have with your wife?
It's Musa.
Probably going to be more than one.
The
But he's going to
president.
accept one for
Oh,
you.
shit.
And he has to raise the one that you already have. He's
And
the
then
one
he's
who
registered.
Yo, as soon as he caught that dude I work with, I'm like, yo, you my nigga. I need to paint a picture of you, bro. I gotta do something with you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Huh?
Because see, what used to happen?
Yo, in the video, he talking about he 25, bro. Like when you were working at that plant, I swear to God, he told me he was like 22 or 23, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago. So you're not 25
He's
now.
probably really 30. He probably
Yeah, that's what I'm
lied.
saying. He's like, if you not 30, you 28 or 29, because you weren't. Yeah, you weren't no teenager when you started working there, bro. Because I looked at him and he said he was, because he looked young, but he was like, oh, I'm 20. I think he, matter of fact, even then, I think he said he was like 24. He was like, oh, I'm 23 or 24. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Because he had to work at the end of my fucking line, yo. Like, I remember this dude good as hell. And then he said his name, Javier. I'm like, yep, that is him, yo. Yo, I said, yo. And this is how I know, too, yo. I sent it to Taman. I'm like, yo, we used to work with this guy. He's like, yo, that's crazy. That was the one guy, brother-in-law, who used to work there because they was both on the deck side with us. I'm like, yep. Because that's how I remember this actually, because his brother-in-law worked there first. And I can't remember this dude's name. Another little weird-looking Spanish kid. And he was like, oh, this isn't a bad place. You know, I'm going to try to get my brother-in-law a job here. Blah, 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 blah. And they wound up hiring a dude. And I'm like, all right. And they came to our crew on my shift. And so it's like, all right, now I got to train the Spanish guys and shit, whatever. I ain't, like I said, I knew he been weird. I ain't think he been like creepy, weird like that, yo. Like, fucking, you want to fuck a little girl, yo.
No one wanted you.
I be mad when I be seeing black people on there. Like,
you've been
that one old
overseas,
black man,
try this shit
like, I'm just
in
gonna
Japan,
talk to
try it
you.
in Korea. You call them, you know what they call you over
I've
there?
been seeing a lot of Hispanic people on there.
Yo, he caught another Spanish guy. I think the dude owned a business trying to pay a little boy $150 to suck his dick.
That's so nice.
Women
And
who
then
have
the
children.
little white girl who was trying
Out
to
of
mess
wedlock.
with the little
Yo, like, come on, yo. You're a
And we
girl out
used
here
to do
trying
that
to
in this country.
corrupt the
We
little
made it
boys.
okay
Yeah, I was shocked to see it.
to where you can even go sit up in a church with a child.
They exist too, though.
To where you just think a man should accept it and be like, no big deal,
I
because I
wouldn't
can
even
take
mess
care
with
of my
somebody
daughter.
who's 20, so I
But
just can't
understand, you got a
imagine.
daughter,
Like,
right?
what mess with
I
somebody
did.
who's 21?
All right.
I do
Now
have
I'm
a daughter.
25.
So let's just say change his name to whatever. Let's change his name to something sexy like Boaz.
Boaz.
Boaz is matching your flow. Boaz is a
Boaz?
That's where his little
$10,000
metrosexual shit come out, because that's not a sexy name, bro.
insurance
Boaz?
salesperson.
That is country.
Okay.
All right, he's doing this thing.
That's what I said, Boaz.
Woo! You and Boaz got
And the little
Boaz Jr.
scarves and shit you be
And
wearing.
then
Yeah,
your
that's
daughter
the metro
turns
shit.
14, 15 years old. You and Boaz have been 5 years. And one day you come home and your daughter's in tears and say, "What's wrong, baby?" Boaz touched me.
Starting an online business will put
Uh-oh.
you in
You gonna
debt.
get
See,
some
when I first started
backlash for
online
that.
business, I did everything you see.
Depending on how she answered it, it's a
I tried
hypothetical
to
question
shop
he's proposing now.
You
So
know how the internet is. The
Boaz is
internet
dead.
warriors.
Everything that Boaz, you ain't gonna, the first thing you're gonna do is fuck Boaz, fuck my kid, fuck everything else. What you do to my daughter, you gotta deal with your ex-husband or your baby daddy, because she gonna tell his daddy. Boaz being a stepfather to a daughter in the Me Too generation is asking for a lot of problems.
Trust me, which is why when she was born, I literally said, I ain't dating. I said, fuck it. I said, I'm gonna wait till she 18. But now I would like a companion, so
I know what you would like now, but the thing is, you
that's
have
how
to
my
ask
sister is. She
yourself,
just like, I'd just
what
rather
am
not
I
date. I'd rather
asking
not
a
have
man to
a stepfather
do
around my
for
daughter.
me?
okay.
When the kids
See,
get
you
attached,
ladies are good at saying what you want.
even if
And
they're
what
not
I'm good at doing is asking you what the kind of men you want. But then when you have a child, much less a daughter,
Huh?
you asking a man. I mean, you know how this happens. I mean, if she says something, it's guilty until proven innocent.
Trust
Now,
me,
remember what I said. You and Boaz had a child, Boaz Jr. Wouldn't matter, Boaz Jr.
Boaz Jr.
Now Boaz Jr. got to see how his mom is turning on his
Stop
mom,
saying
his
Boaz.
stepsister. Thinks that he gonna like his stepsister, and God forbid she was just doing it just to be malicious, because you know how many times kids call CPS, children use stuff. Man, all these things are in a man's mind. This is why.
I understand.
And so we have gotten to the point to where you should not marry before you have children. And if you have a child, you should marry the child's father, because you guys have the investment. This is why I say it's all liability for a man. All liability.
Understood.
Yeah, but a lot of men don't
So
want to be
I hate
married
to.
in general.
I get what you want. I do. But you know, like I know, you want a man on a certain kind of income level, and I don't know if you've got enough there to make somebody who has those kind of options pick. He only gets
But
one
they've been
kid.
choosing me though.
Choose you for what?
Well, for one, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be for real?
Yeah.
When I talk to other men about the option of women, I can be honest with you. A lot of women can be beautiful, but they lack substance.
All right.
That's one of my
choosing
pluses.
you for what though? Choosing you for what?
Right now, since I've been on the dating scene, they choosing me to date and date with a purpose. We date with a purpose.
No. Tell me, choosing. See, this is what I talk about. Women will take the mistake that a man will choose you or deal with you as if that means he was going to marry you. No. I'm talking about a man chooses you when he's willing to drop to one knee and present a ring of significant characters in public.
Agree. That's why I'm single till I'm married.
So
That's the other
men
thing.
will
Females be buying these
choose you
expensive ass rings
because
too, but
you're an attractive single
I don't
mom
want
who
you to
has
spend
sexual
$5,000-$10,000 on a
Let's
ring.
go.
That's
Get it
crazy.
in.
Not for anything.
Let's do what
not
we
for
do. Let's
anything.
talk. Let's talk this.
A wedding
Talk all this. Let's
birthday.
talk that.
We
Now,
ain't just.
I didn't say you were.
You
I
ain't
didn't.
got to be
Hold on.
intimate
Ma'am, I did
with
not say
everybody.
that. I did not say that.
It's a lot of comments down there.
I'm not worried about the comments. I'm talking to you.
Okay, come on, Kevin.
You looking at comments. I'm talking to you.
All right, I was multitasking.
I'm saying that you're a healthy woman. Yes, you can have a great time with the man, but it is going to be difficult to find a high value man, because that's what you want. A man who's making a certain kind. It would be easy. Your daughter's 9. She would be out of the house until 18, 9 years. You'd be 47.
If you ever wanted to know what $21,000 looks like in a single month, this is what it looks like.
Only 8% of black men made that kind of money. I'm sorry. And y'all aren't happy with regular guys. I don't understand.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm just saying that.
I know, but it's not your first choice. And if you did get them, you feel like you were settling. And we're not on YouTube and people on Instagram, people are watching. You and I know the truth. We know the truth. But it's not something you'd be proud of. It ain't like you run out people tell, I'm so proud of my guy who's a plumber. I just love his plumbing ass to death. Come on, that's not.
I would. Listen, if I choose him, trust and believe.
Okay.
It will be for a reason.
If you choose him, what about if he choose you? That's what I don't know, man. Women act like the dude don't have a choice in this shit.
Dating with children, and because you have the child, you have grown accustomed to how you have to move. But every movement, every sacrifice you make, you have a child that is yours for the rest of your life. So it's all investment. You get a return. Somebody who's outside of you has no return. It's all expense. Investment, men have an expense. And as a smart financial person, what is one of the things you want to do?
Lower your risk. Minimize your risk.
Minimize your risk, minimize your expenses. So
I agree with you.
I'm sorry, but that's what it goes down to. So I don't know what's wrong with you.
And that's why I don't like dating women with kids, because you have to focus most of your time on your fucking kids. Like, what's the fucking point?
Reevaluate my
You want to go out this weekend? Oh, my son got a such and such. Oh, my daughter has this whatever. Man, no, fuck that.
Men that don't make 6 figures.
I was a bad person when I said I want to be somebody.
Can I come over? Oh well, my son is up and he probably won't go to bed until whatever time. Man, fuck that shit, man. I can't deal with that shit.
It is important to me.
You gonna stay tonight at my crib? Well, my daughter don't feel well. She's sick and I need to be here.
Enjoy different things with the person. Art, music. I like to be able to go to different museums.
You don't look like you can get one artist. I'm being biased.
Did you do it with your ex? Did you do it with your child's father?
Yeah, some of those things.
Some of them, yeah. You lying.
That wasn't the nature of your relationship.
You're lying.
No, it wasn't. And the nature of our relationship was a friendship.
So a man that you reproduce with,
y'all didn't have those same interests.
Romance you and do all this
exactly. But
the
next man got to do all this shit now. Then the motherfucker you had a baby from.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like, though.
Men have romanced me. I've enjoyed that.
I mean, I'm not saying romance. I'm talking about the culture and this and that. You didn't have to do all that.
If you thought Amazon was cheap, try it with Capital One Shopping and then tell me what you think.
While you browse Amazon, Capital One Shopping looks for coupons and promo codes. It's super convenient and super easy.
He did a few of those things, yeah.
A few.
We connected on a level that I would appreciate. Actually, was consistent in other men. It wasn't consistent with him.
But
he was at a place in his life where he wasn't mature.
The thing is, you said you want somebody whose culture
And your BD wasn't cultured.
No, he was. He was
Not
very
to le-
educated.
okay, was he cultured to the level that you're talking about?
I would say for the most part, there wasn't anything that we couldn't talk about. So I would have to say, yeah, he was real educated, intellectual. I mean, he was a guy that I liked and I enjoyed being around. So I would say yes. And I actually date those kind of guys now.
You can't set your standard higher than your BD.
Well, I would say this. When you
I never heard that before.
Kevin,
you can't set your standard higher than your baby daddy, bitch. What your baby daddy do for a living? He got degrees. He went to oh shit. Oh, so you had a kid from a thug, but you want to marry a lawyer?
Why?
Oh, damn.
Listen.
Okay.
Here's the business. Here's the business.
Don't be having babies from all these street niggas. You can't upgrade.
Appreciating assets. It's lots of products.
No. Name me a product. Give me an example of a product.
Okay, let's name what people relate to. In the retail, Rolex. It appreciates in value.
No, it doesn't. It does not appreciate in value with use.
Okay, not with use. Okay, I hear what you're saying with use.
Yeah, because you used up, bitch. You had a kid. You got mileage on you.
There's not.
Exactly.
So what you ladies try to do is try to come and say, well, as I've gotten older and more experienced, I should be more valuable because I got more experience. Yeah, but the job you were on or the things you're doing got the benefit of your experience. I'm just getting you at the top of your experience. That means you want me to pay prime experience and I didn't get the value of you getting there. You're asking too much. Listen.
I'm sorry to be interject so quickly, my bad.
Older use. Just because, see, the thing is, you value yourself higher because you matured and learned more and got all these other experiences. But the thing is, that doesn't matter to us. When we look at, listen how men think about it. Hold on, it's gonna get tight. That's just additional miles. We're looking at the fact that the gravity has been on you more. And your kid is sitting over there. You cannot, y'all are all out of whack with how men think. And this is why you can't get what you want from us because you're valuing something up here that is a used vehicle with a lot of miles.
Okay.
Just because you hand washed it.
I detailed my car, so
I said it's
still an O2 nigga.
Do you believe that? Because here's this is where I'm at. At 20, the way that I dated men is now different than the way that I date men.
Because the world changed and everybody's on the internet and dating apps and shit now. So dating is really different. So I keep trying to tell my homie, yo, like, bro,
One good thing about both of them, the expectations have gone down.
My expectation level is different now from that experience. Not that I expect him to pull out all the nuts and bolts and whistles, but my expectation level, transparency.
That's the problem. And that's the problem.
I said I'm not expecting that. I said I'm expecting a different level of transparency because of the way that I enter into the scenario.
All right. But the thing is, at 20, you were 20-year-old hot. You had 20-year-old womb. You had 20-year-old body count. You had 20-year-old trauma. You had 20-year-old experience. That's what we value. That's all it comes down to for us.
And now, 20 years later,
but don't you feel like with the can add value to your lifetime?
Look.
You got a 20-year-old body count?
Okay, you want your answer?
20-year-old mileage?
Men value your youth, your fertility, your purity, your femininity, submission, ability to cooperate, and fitness. And all of that is at your highest in your youth. The older you get, the older you get.
Right.
But nothing no product gets more expensive with single mothers, another 15 calls.
Yeah,
35 women all arguing with reality. And like
but
$6
I feel like I'm in touch with my reality. I just feel like hold on.
You're in touch with your reality. You are in touch with your reality. Unfortunately, that's you.
You got to come to the greater reality that we
That's
all
what I
have to
say,
share.
guys. Women honestly believe this stuff. I get it. You're in touch with your reality, but it's your reality.
Mm-hmm.
Our reality is, I'm a high value man. I can pick you, her. I'm going to pick the best deal on the market.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and that's what I've been experiencing. But mainly what I have understood is that if I bring peace to the scenario, that's also wonderful.
Get the fuck
like,
out
I
of here.
have things to bring.
No doubt. But here's the thing. All the things you have to bring peace. And another thing, what about when you bring it and another one brings it and she's 26 years old and wants to have 3 of my children and no kids?
Oh, okay, well, let me ask you this one more thing.
Listen.
What a
See, the thing is,
26-year-old don't
never
do for
think
you.
that someone's bringing to the table what you have and more. You always assume you're the most
No,
valuable.
I do, because it's Houston, Texas. It's a lot of, I know what's out here, okay? But I'm saying to you this, if I consider, which I have, consider that I like dating seasoned men, okay? And I understand in that scenario, which is not fair because I'm not having that. I'm not
Seasoned men meaning what?
Conversation.
Seasoned men meaning what?
Older man.
50 plus.
Wow.
And what does that mean? I'm 52, and I'll tell you right now, I don't date women your age.
Oh, but they liking it though. And I'm just saying it's cool though.
Listen what I'm about to say. I don't date women your age, not because I can't.
For 25 years though?
Just, I don't need to do all.
I should have been gave up.
Women your age tend to. This is a fun back and forth for content, but I'm not gonna do this in my personal life.
Jehovah. Y'all know some fertility drugs too. That shit ain't natural.
They're cooperative and also think, and they listen to what
Man, that baby gonna have the worst Down syndrome they ever seen.
They're like, oh, I can beat her because all I have to do is not show you the And the thing is, I mean, no offense, man, it's not like.
Moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now there's Skyrizi. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
I've never met a black woman who didn't think her JJ was the bomb.
3 hours.
Now, all
My first
think y'all
stream
the
stopped. Had to start it over again. I've been here for 3.5 hours almost.
No, and I'm trusting you. I've had plenty.
I believe you. You said you was a.
And the thing is, so it's like if a woman I'm dealing with is, you know, a bona fide LA9 and she's on my program and she's like, I can beat her because, and I'm not as demanding in the asking all. I take her to Ruth Chris. Yeah. She appreciates it. I take her to Aruba. She appreciates it. You just expect it. You like, oh yeah. Listen, not you. Okay. Let's go to Bahamas. Oh yeah, I love the Bahamas. We should go over there. The store. Wait a minute. Everything I've done with you, already been. Oh, let's have a baby. Oh, I've been there too. Ain't nothing new with you. Ain't nothing new with you. Buy a car. Already did that. You own your own home?
I have. I'm about to own another one though.
Home purchase, nothing new. Have a baby, ain't nothing new. What can a man really do with you that's new that somebody else ain't already done?
We can get married. We can become accredited investors. We can travel to other parts of the world that I haven't traveled. We can create new memories just within H-Town, domestically. What else?
Listen what you just said. After I marry you, then we can go places that you have not already went, but you've been to these places. So what if the places that you've already been, I want to go?
Oh, no problem. Because
listen. See, to be a high value man, I had to work 60, 80 hours, so I couldn't get out and try. So now it's ready to go, and ready to go. It's like, all right, we married. Let's go over here. And I'm gonna know you already went there. We can try to make it new, man, but you know what it is. Once you've already been someplace, there's nothing new. There's no new magic with older women. And you keep talking about this accredited investor and this and that. We don't care about your money.
No, it's not about my money. It's about ours.
Now listen. You may do well, but guys on my level, baby girl. that's what, a month income? I mean, really? It's not that big to us. And guys like that. It's like, no cap, but it's like,
no, I
become accredited investors. It's like,
Steve and Dave use eToro to trade cryptocurrencies. Steve does extensive research in order to find the next Bitcoin. Dave does
this bag costs more than this. I bought this girl a bag that will cost more than your car. The point is, you don't understand that men want to feel like a king. And it's hard to make a man feel like a king when you've had so much experience with other men in life. You got a full 9-year-old. We're gonna go out. Okay, you know what? You dating me. All right, you know what? I want to go work because my wife will never have to work. Never have to work. You know what? I want to make content from Spain. All I need is an internet connection. I'll ship my sister. Okay, we're going to go to Spain, Barcelona, and we're going to actually live in Barcelona for 3 months. Oh, we can't do that because your daughter has to be in school.
Not true. Virtual learning, and we can bring the nanny with us. And the private tutor is virtual as well.
And I got to pay for a nanny. And and here's the thing. I don't have my wife in Barcelona having butt naked freaky circus sex, doing all the things I want to do as a young married, as a married couple. We're already a ready-made family doing that kind of stuff.
That's why you have a nanny. Yes.
No,
but nanny is all of that.
Oh Jesus, she's not listening. See, this is why I say you ladies don't get it. Look, man, I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides, and I'm gonna tell you right now. That's why I said women who are pet owners and being you are a parent, and dating a parent is just there's no the spontaneity. You can't just be spontaneous.
That's
like
true.
You can be with.
That's true. I have to schedule all night.
And the thing is, the kind of men you want, they value those kind of things.
True.
I mean, you think I'll be like, okay, we're gonna go to Barcelona, and I gotta hire a nanny, so, but all that is more expenses.
It is.
And then also I got to we got to talk to your ex, your baby dad. We need to get him to sign off on that because you can't take the child out of the continuous 5. We got to do all that because you just can't take these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if he say no, then we got to do what?
That is if that person has that type of barrier. I understand that would be an issue.
Right. And what if the kids say, I don't want to go?
Oh, baby gonna roll with mama.
Right. So baby gonna roll with mama. So I don't want to be gone. So if the BD said I don't want to go, he has legal rights. He has legal rights. And if you guys have any kind of custody agreement, you can't take the child out of the contiguous counties without giving a notice.
I would never violate anything like that.
So if he says no, you can't take the child. You just simply cannot do what you want to.
Absolutely.
And even if he says okay, and if she says she don't want to go, okay, well she gonna roll with mama. So that means the entire time in Barcelona, I got a wife and I got a 9-year-old with an attitude.
When it comes to trimming your balls, always use the right tool for the job.
Manscaped is the only men's brand dedicated to below the waist grooming and.
I'm sorry. To create a different scenario.
All right. Well, here's the problem. This is a situation.
But I hear you though.
This is the situation you ladies with children put yourselves in, and the higher up you go on the food chain, the more you want for a man. You never seem to understand that the men you want things. They want a lifestyle. They want to move a certain way. It's always the men that you want, always list, and these guys are supposed to just want nothing. No, they got requirements. That's why they'll deal with you, but when it's time to pick someone, they tend to pick a woman who has no children so they can make their own family and their own legacy. I cannot overstate that. But ladies really seem to have a hard time accepting it because of the choices you've made, and you can't undo them. I respect it, but you can't undo them. I gotta get on to the next caller though. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Kevin.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I've always felt that you're a natural ladies' man, in the sense that women really love you. The women I know who know you adore you. And you always seem to have a natural affinity around women. Would you accept that?
Yes. I absolutely adore women. I just do. I'm a mama's boy. I absolutely love women. But I also have an abiding respect for them. I think that's what comes across more than, I'm not what you would call a ladies' man.
No.
I'm not a real...
All right, I need to get this first. Oh. I guess that's it.